baits, riverborne baits. So let's do some background and info before we go full steam ahead. So I'm not a bait maker. I'm a fisherman, right? I'd rather be fishing. So I started down this road because when I started fishing bigger baits, I never could find one that just absolutely made me happy on the river. There's a lot of them that are good to great, just nothing ever tickled my fancy. I couldn't get the right chop action, and a lot of them will choke in strong current. Now this one's not perfect. It's super hard. It may be even impossible to make one that'll just do full chops and ripping shoals, But I started playing around, developed this one, spent a whole lot of time and money to get where we're at. And it's just a hobby, right? Well, it's like 3 or 4 hours going to each one of these from start to finish. You can get it down to 2, but you don't want to rush anything. And people don't understand that it's 2 to 4 hours of time per lure. I have so much more respect for bait makers now after having played around with it. But this is what I've come up with is like my ideal river glide for big smallmouth. It's not huge, and I didn't want huge, right? I wanted something that I didn't want them to hesitate. I worked on making a bait where the big smallies just didn't come up and look at it and hesitate. They just ate it, right? Very few fish in my testing have just come up to it and said no. If they're willing to follow it, they're usually willing to eat it. And that's what I was going for. I wanted a size that was big enough to draw on these clear rivers. And then I wanted it to be also a size that wasn't intimidating, didn't make them think I can't eat this. I wanted there to be no doubt when the fish came up, it was going to eat it. And this is what I've came up with. You do catch some smaller fish. It's a fun bait. It's like a fun glide. You're not going to have a dull day. You're going to catch some 14s, some 16s, but I built it for those 18s, those 20s, 22s. And yeah, that's about it. I wanted to build something that made me happy on the river. And at first I wasn't even that excited until I caught a fish. Then I found another joy, catching a fish on a bait you made. Then I had no intentions of even offering them to people. It's too hard to make everyone happy. And people don't understand how much work goes into it. So they question how much you charge for it and why. It's the time, man. It's the time. This bait took 4 or 5 months to develop and get it right. And probably $7,000 worth of materials to get it right. Because you make one, you play with it, you design it, you develop it, and then there's something you can't fix out of it, so you got to start all over again. But the tails are silicone. It's got the swiveling hook hangers, front and back. They do rotate. It's hard to do one-handed, but they do rotate. And I would drop it. It's 1.26 ounces, give or take a little bit, 5 3/4 inches, technically a 6-inch class. Nice slim profile, but big enough to draw attention. To me, it's an ideal glide, but everybody has their own opinion, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. Everyone's got their thing. I'm waiting on trademarks and stuff to register, go through and checks, but I think I'm gonna call it the Slay, because I have not been able to find anybody call it the part of the code. I'm going to call it the Code series, and it's going to be the Code Slay. yeah, yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. It don't look like much, but I absolutely love it on the river, you know. I've been throwing it in the lakes and ponds. It's a fine open water bait as well. I mean, if it works in the river, it's going to work in, still water, of course. But it's a little bit smaller. You can get away with a taller bait. It's to be decided on how awesome of a lake bait it is, but I don't see it having any issues. It's very, very shad-like, very baitfish-like. It's actually almost the correct size. It was, when I first started the bait, it started out as a full-size shad. Well, that shape, I couldn't get to work. Or at least when I got it to work, it killed all the action with all the ballast I had to put in it. So I started making the profile shorter, and that's eventually what I've come up with. But yeah, I don't know anything else to say. It's 5 3/4, 1.26 ounces, swivel and hook hangers front and rear, silicone tail. The tail's easy to replace. You'll just cut alongside the tail, which I doubt you'll ever have to do. I don't see you ever losing or messing up his tail. It's not impossible. In testing, I have not lost a single tail yet. I use a glue, an RTV. I'll show you the correct one in another video, but you just glue the silicone tail in there with the silicone glue. It's a pretty soft tail compared to most baits, but when it sets in the current, I wanted the tail, like if you chop and stop, I wanted the tail to still be moving in the current. Even if the bait's setting still, the tail will move in the water, right? It's just an idea I came up with to get smallmouth to commit. I don't know if anyone else is doing it or not. I don't really fit in with the big bait crowd. I've only been throwing big baits, and this ain't even a big bait, but been messing around with them for 3 years. Really got serious 2 years ago. Started trying to make baits a year and a half ago, and I really don't fit in. There's hundreds of people making glide baits, and I don't know all of them. I'm not that dude. I don't. I know enough of them, most of your bigger brands, but I don't know all of them. So someone may be doing a super soft tail like that flows. I'm not sure. The Fish Everything tails sort of do that, which is a good bait, by the way. That was actually what I was using before I built my own. I still fish this stuff every now and then. There's no reason not to. They're good people. I know there's all kinds of internet drama and everywhere, but yeah, I went with the silicone over the brush tails. I have a lot of brush tail baits where the tails are just mangled. So I wanted to be able to replace the tail easily. And I found the durability is just excellent. I don't know what else to say. I think that's it. I think it's a wrap. I'm just coming to, well, no, honestly, I'm a fisherman. I don't really enjoy building these things. I'm just offering a few up to try to offset the cost of designing this. There's some people using them, and they're loving them. But I don't know if I want to dive into this. Like I said, you got to make too many people happy, and everyone is nitpicky. Everyone wants to see you fail. You know, they want to jump into, so I think I'll just offer them up and we'll see how it goes. And go from there. Alright guys, well, I'm not good at this. I'm not a people person. I'm not good at talking either. That's why I like fishing. I can get out on the river by myself and everything just disappears, you know. And this is just the best tool for where I'm fishing, for what I'm doing. And there may be a bait better than this one. There's a lot of stuff I haven't tried. And if there was, I probably wouldn't have built this. But as of right now, it absolutely kills it at what I love to do. Well, anyways, it's just some info, just some chatting, trying to get familiar with this. Anyways, I'll see y'all later.